Now this purchase here, I don't know. Initially I was uneasy about it. I wasn't too sure. Besides, I typically don't buy the Hermes bands because they're so insanely overpriced and for no reason it seems like. But man, was I in for a surprise. Inevitably, paying so much for a band will have some sick to their stomachs with buyer's remorse. After all, this brand new style of Apple Watch bands in partnership with Hermes come in a higher price tag than a stinking Apple Watch SE. But for those who can take the luxury and splurge on yourself every once in a while, you're in for a terrific treat. Hey guys, it's the one and only, and today we're taking a look at an all new style of watch bands, the Hermes Jumping Single Tour bands, coming in at a measly low starting price of just $319. You know, no biggie, just 44 hours of minimum wage labor, or just about the same cost as 2 pairs of AirPods. We're going to dissect every small detail, go over an unboxing, and have a conversation over these all new bands to decide whether they're worth it or not. While very expensive, these bands have a completely different target audience than say your typical $50 sport loops. So without further ado, if you're in the market for a really bougie band by one of the most recognizable brands on earth, you're not going to want to miss this one. I'm super stoked to bring you guys this review. Let's not waste any more time and hop right into an unboxing. When paying this much for a band, you'd expect the unboxing experience to be grade A and bougie, and thankfully, Apple and Hermes deliver with their iconic Hermes orange watch band box that is much fancier than the traditional Apple white band boxes with the green tabs that tear off. We notice we have Apple Watch and Hermes branding atop our textured box with a plastic film to aid in protecting this beauty during shipment. We don't have much action going on the sides, but honestly, simplicity is what makes this box so damn attractive. On the back, we feature our sizing alongside serial number information and also Jumping Single Tour stainless steel buckle in multiple languages. Let's go ahead and pull on this tab that aids in this unboxing. Remove the plastic wrapping, and unlike the regular boxes that have the little envelope that slides out, you instead have to remove the top portion to reveal a pleasant and pretty nice surprise. Attention to detail and elegancy is at the forefront as we see yet again Apple Watch and Hermes branding on this super soft microfiber envelope, because let's face it, when paying $300 plus on a band, a cardboard holder just doesn't cut it. Flip it open to reveal 2 sections. The top portion features our literature packet that differs slightly from the usual Apple band packet. We are greeted with designed by Apple in California and Hermes in Paris in this really fancy cursive. And then the rest ends up looking pretty much the same. You have a quick start guide along with product and warranty information. But who cares? We didn't come for that. We came to see the new Hermes Jumping Single Tour band. The bottom portion has a little divider that separates the top portion of the band from the bottom, and so simply take them out and oh my goodness, look at it folks, and bask at all its glory. Now okay, where do we start? I guess we can start by stating the obvious. This band is gorgeous. I happen to pick up the craft red color. I'm not even going to try and pronounce them. But anyway, we have 5 colors to choose from. That's black and sapphire, orange and rose Mexico, which is only available on the 40mm by the way. Some of these are size specific as you'll see. There's also this deep red with a nice burgundy, Rogue H, available for both sizes. Blue sapphire and orange exclusive only to the bigger 44mm sizing, and then the one I ordered, which is that craft red. It's accented with this awesome and modern design in a dual color pattern. I ultimately picked this one up as I love how the taupish or tannish color contrasted against the deep and very rich blood red. Couple that with the beautiful stainless steel clasp and man, game over. All the colors are beautiful though. A close second for me, although I know it'll be an unpopular opinion, is the orange and rose Mexico, but sadly it's only on the smaller 40mm watches. Thing is, Apple previously had its own line of bright woven nylons that mainly ran from 2016 to 2017, and I really dig those. They are so lightweight, feel great on the wrist, and had an array of colors for everyone, whether you preferred stripes, bright colors, even one showing off your country's pride. That's right. For the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio, Apple designed some woven nylon bands to represent a handful of countries' flags. Super dope, right? It is, but sadly, those bands are extremely rare now, and if you do find one, you're likely to pay upwards of $500 easily per band. But anyway, my point is, I love those bands, man. So I was super excited when they were revitalized, albeit in a much pricier Hermes version. Apple's woven nylons, when they were available, sold for $49 a pop, but these Hermes are $300 plus. And this isn't even leather we're talking about. This is woven textile. However, to my surprise, this material is extremely top tier, feels ultra premium, and above all, is extremely comfy and lightweight on the wrist. Our top portion of the band features a beautiful stainless steel buckle that is separated horizontally by a section that catches the buckle tongue and has Hermes perfectly and meticulously etched into the metal. On the back side of the buckle, we have stainless steel also etched across that horizontal bar. We then move down and find our gorgeous tan on red design across this elegant and sophisticated woven nylon material. The jumping single toe band is crafted from a new textile woven with vibrant designs that seem to leap off the wrist. Normally, Apple goes more in detail about the material, but one can assume that with the superior backing of such an affluent band as Hermes, you'll know 100% this woven textile material is of superior quality. And it definitely feels that way. The woven material feels nice and rigid and not cheap whatsoever. Looking at it from the side, you can see that the woven nylon is stitched meticulously and to perfection. You can see the perfect streaks of woven nylon throughout this entire band when looking at it up close. The top portion is also reinforced with some stitching right under the buckle for added protection and adds a nice touch to the overall vibe of the band. You'll have two loops to catch the other end of the band, with one being fixed and the other adjustable. Running down the band are those red streaks, and I don't know if it's on purpose, but I see an H for Hermes, maybe? Anyway, before we get to our stainless steel insert is yet again more stitching for added durability. On the bottom portion, we feature our stainless steel inserts along with our longer portion of the band with 7 different adjustment holes to accommodate a tighter or looser feel, and as we can see, is soaked in this rich and vibrant red pretty much along the entire band except for some tan lines running diagonally towards the top. On the flip side of the longer portion towards the end, we see we have something debossed into the woven nylon. It reads, Hermes Paris bracelet, made in France, further accentuating the authenticity of the band. I'd be wary of any eBay or Craigslist purchases, particularly on the Hermes line. Just always be on your toes, as there are a lot of fake bands floating out there. That last portion of the longer end is surprisingly sturdy, by the way. It's not flimsy at all, so that way the end of the band doesn't fray like some other cheaper options available. Lastly, inside the actual insert that attaches to the watch, if you look closely, we have made for Apple Watch, laser etched into both inserts and 2 screws flanking both inserts on each side. I personally fell in love as soon as I got mine. As I mentioned, I was worried I'd get extreme buyer's remorse, but once I saw the coloring and once I felt it on the wrist, I knew it was game over. I knew then it was destined to be put up on my infamous band wall. The woven nylon feels extremely sturdy and high quality. I probably won't be wearing it on the daily, just for the occasional flex here and there, you already know. But overall, was the almost $350 with tax price tag justified? Damn it, this one's so hard because of course, if you have a brain, you know you're not buying this for the practicality. In that case, search up any $5 third-party woven nylon band on eBay and it does the job just as good as the Hermes version. Thing is, if you're interested in copying this band, you have to go in it full send, knowing you're buying the name, you're buying the brand, you're buying the clout that Hermes brings to the table. Hermes has been around for a very long time and is very well respected for selling high quality and luxury products. Insanely overpriced? Yes, absolutely, or at least I tend to think it is for the average consumer. So while I do feel it's a ripoff in terms of the dollar to woven nylon ratio, that's not why I picked it up. I got it and am now extremely happy with it because of how well Hermes products are constructed and because I wanted to splurge on myself a bit. Simply put, if you're looking to flex with a really sophisticated band, look no further. The Hermes jumping single toe bands are right for you. It's just near impossible unless you're making six figures plus to try and collect all of these, which is why, technically being a new style, I wanted to see what all the hype was about. Am I happy with this purchase? Yes, I actually am. But is it for everyone? Absolutely not. Only pick it up if you can comfortably afford it without it affecting your financial health. If you go in looking for a woven nylon band with the bouginess of Hermes in an array of bright and sophisticated colors, this is it. But if you're on the fence or $319 is a ton of money to spend on a band, I'd say stay away. Perhaps scour eBay for any of the dozens of Apple first-party woven nylon bands, which can be found for as low as $20 used. In the end, it's the bright colors with that modern design and classic appeal of Hermes branding that did it for me. This woven nylon is one step lower than Hermes leather bands, but nonetheless can be used in any situation, whether casual or fancy. I wouldn't take this one to the gym or to a sporting event though, for example, despite it technically being water resistant. Just like Apple's woven nylon bands, if it does get wet or say sweat is absorbed into it, just be careful when washing it with warm water using a damp, non-abrasive, lint-free cloth. But guys, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about these all new jumping single toe bands by Hermes? I dig the bright colors and feel of the band, but the only major drawback in my opinion is that stainless steel insert. I don't know, but some people would agree that the stainless steel insert would look horrible and really tacky on, say, the red aluminum watch or space black titanium, for example. It obviously blends perfectly with the stainless steel watches, so do keep that in mind. I know plenty of you guys were pumped for this one, so drop a like if you found it useful or entertaining. Still got sport loops, sport bands, and solo loops coming up, so stay tuned and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.